guys, this is Storm Productions, aka Number 47 and I'm back in Autumn's Journey Part 10. Okay, so apparently you had to take some certain jobs to get some certain things with guys, and I took some right jobs this time, so now I'm with Kurt. So yeah, go, Nana, I think. Are you up for a nice long walk outside the city? I guess. Or I could ask Mary, however, he wants to observe the glass blowers again. I'll go. Thanks. I handed the job posting to the receptionist, who detailed the route and gave me a small map. It's probably more of a training exercise than a real patrol, but it's something at least. I rejoined Kerr and we exited the bustling city of Oliver and entered the long, sprawling farmland that extended beyond it. There was a well-worn path, so the map was hardly needed. Kerr and I walked side by side, taking in the scenery. Almost all of the leaves were now a vivid fire of yellow, red, and orange. Can't believe we left Barry. When we left Barry, it was still summer. So much has happened, don't you think? When we first met, you barely talked to me. I'm glad it's different now. Or not. I took a wide step forward and turned around, causing him to halt. I stared at him doubtfully. What is it? You sulk a lot, but now you're sulking while in deep thought. That's not like you. Out with it. What's on your mind? How do you handle it? Handle what? What people has been saying about you. Oh, well, I don't hear it directly a lot. You have better hearing than I do. They say you've used your mother's name to get where you are, and that you're nothing like her, and that you'll never live up to it. Thank you, Kerr. I really needed to be reminded. What made you want to walk the same path she did anyway? Why do you want to become a knight so badly? Finally, the question both boys seemed to avoid asking me directly. I inhaled deeply, as if preparing my meaningful and profound answer. Well, you see, knights are so cool, and they have swords with shiny armor and stuff and everyone looks up to them. They always do honorable thing right, wrongs, and stop evil in its tracks, and help people with their problems. They fight off all kinds of monsters, slay dragons, and wait, what? Rescue fair maidens and lads in distress. Who? About that last part where fall in love with the knights, and the knights sigh and go, I'm sorry, but my heart belongs to the path of justice and righteousness. Oh, Lady Knight, they cried, then take my rose as a symbol of... I get it. See? I was practically bouncing on my heels. I gazed up and Kerr, my hands clamped into fists over my chest. That's why I want to be one so bad. Aren't you doing most of that already? Well, besides slaying dragons and leaving behind a trail of broken hearts. I guess so, but I want the title too. I want to be official, recognized by the Sun and Moon Council. What about you? Aren't there any dreams you're chasing? You sure seem like a free-spirited type. That's because I am. He stretched his arms up and then sat back on the grass. At first I was going to chide him for taking a break during a patrol, but I decided a few minutes of rest was acceptable. I sat down next to him. I'm not up for this knowledge keeper business. I hate it, but my master insists. Knowledge keeper? He glared at me in frustration. Really, you spend all this time with us and you still know nothing about dragonkind. Hey, you never tell me stuff and then we'll marry. Well, you know we'll marry. Always goes back to the humankind talk. Dragons have a long history, and we record everything orally. Everything we know is passed down to a dragon called a knowledge keeper who will specialize in something. Could be plants, animals, traditional stories, important events. He sighed in defeat and propped an elbow, nestling his chin in his palm. It's boring. Tucking my knees up, I hugged him and leaned in to get a good look on his face. He peered back at me impassively. I don't have the concentration to focus to retain all the knowledge. When I was younger, they thought I'd be good at it, and my master picked me. Obviously not, though I'd find it easier to stop caring at this point. If I don't care, they don't care. Because doesn't seem to work on Master Bedros, though. Wonder what he even sees in me at this point. Sadness, huh? How do you do it? With all expectations placed on you? Me? I leaned on my knee and stared off at the horizon. Which horizon? Not sure either. This is the first time I've considered my mom's name a burden more than a help. I guess I just accept it. I know I won't ever live up to her legacy, and people perceive that. I can't force someone to see me only for me. However, I have support from my family, the people in Barry, and of course you guys. They love me for who I am, and they're the ones that matter. I gave him a wry smirk. So, Kurt, how do you view me? As Aurelie or a pale imitation of Lady Bayard? Why are you asking me? I don't know enough about your mom's legacy to compare you to. You're doing fine. I think you're a good knight in your own right. Not in training, but thanks. You'll never end up slaying a dragon, though. Oh, with how often you annoy me, I could cross that off my knight accomplishment list pretty easily. Please, even in this form, I can take you on. Is that a challenge? He stood back up and bared his teeth, widening his stance. Bring it. I sighed, wondering if this was even a good idea, but I also got up. I wrapped the grasp off my skirt and touched my sword hilt. He eyed it conceitedly. What's this, relying on a weapon? I'm unarmed. This is hardly fair. You know I'm not good with hand-to-hand combat. His taunting smirk caused me to toss my scabbard aside, and this is a stupid idea, but sure. I bent my knees and clenched my fists, wondering how to start the fight. So do we count to 3 or do we just Oh shit! Before I could finish my sentence, Kerr rammed into me, tackling me to the ground. The wind was knocked out of me as he pinned me by my shoulders. I glowered at him. I went, Hey, I wasn't done talking! I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, trying to concentrate. What are you doing? I opened one eye. Something I should have done before. Feeling my strength increase, I effortlessly pushed him off. He gawked in surprise. I rolled over him, and I was now straddling him with his arms held down. He blinked. I smirked viciously. Too easy. I love how that just changing. Another tussle, and he was looming over me again, his long hair grazing my cheek. If I was in my true form, he would have been crushed under my foot. Bah! I wrestled him, slamming him down, so I was on top again. Even in your dragon form, if I had my sword, I would have screwed you in something in you a dozen times. Please, it merely feel like splinters. Hey, splinters hurt a lot. Have you got a— Whoa! We rotated again, and this time he pinned me by my wrists. Unable to wriggle out of his grip, I sighed and rested my head at the back of my grasp as my focus spells faded. Kerr's body was that of a normal heavenkind, so if Kerr's body was that of a normal heavenkind, I would have stood a better chance. You win, only because I wasn't allowed my sword. Right, whatever makes you sleep soundly at night. I can't believe no one of them is really embarrassed by this situation. To be honest, I thought Kerr would be really embarrassed. Yes. His grasp on me loosened, but he did not budge. Instead, his eyes examined me intensely before lingering over my neck. He inched closer, and I panicked, shaking my head frantically. Wait, don't take a bite out of me. I already said you won. I struggled, and he hastily let go, rolling off me. He was so much trying to kiss you. Ooh. Phew, that was invading some serious personal space there. What did my mom tell me to do when men get too close to me? Wait, I didn't have my sword on me, so her advice would have been useless. I rubbed my neck, self-conscious as I sat up while Kerr angled his body away. After retrieving my scabbard, I noticed Kerr was pacing impatiently. I agree, we've rested enough. Let's finish this patrol and go home. Kerr? Yeah, sure. He rubbed his forehead as if come to blast something. I resisted commenting, since I knew he would insist it was nothing and refused to answer. Instead, I gave him a friendly slap to the shoulder to help him focus on the task ahead. Then let's go! You can tell your master that heavenkind like long pointless walks afterwards. He mustered a weak smile, but said nothing. He totally loves us. We finished the patrol, and I reported to the receptionist. Kerr remained turned the whole time, and I barely said a word when we parted. I wonder if it was something I said, or maybe he finds betrayals utterly boring. He's falling for you? Ew! I'm sorry. I have some kind of just thinks the bond we share. I just think romance is so cute. And I actually do enjoy Cinderella a lot. Sometimes. What should I tell him this time? The three of us were once again at one of the altars while Kerr mentally counted the folds on his fingers. What about when I took you to the blacksmith? Seeing all those different types of weapons and armor was pretty neat. And maybe how the heaven kind keep written records. Ilmari credited the book he was holding with, which contained popular children's fairy tales. Ilmari, why do you keep carrying that around? You can't even read yet. I'm learning. How many more visits or trips do you need to make anyway, Kerr? You're getting close, right? He hastily glanced away. Oh, shit. Your master sure is vague. Stop doing that. I hope Master Bedros isn't just stringing Kerr along in family. Kerr glowered as we instantly hushed up, but exchanged sly smiles when he turned his back. Wait here, or you as well. Huh? But I was the guest of honor at your little repose before when you were getting better at them too. Although I wish you would stop heavenly hinting about how you would like to go see a battle tournament in action. I crossed my arms with resolve. I'm not accepting those postings, that's final. Kirk rumbled some more, but left anyway. I waited behind with Ilmari, who pursued the book despite the low lighting in the cave. I unsheathed my sword and began to do some practice swings. My footsteps echoed softly through the tunnels, and I readjusted my stance ever so often. Maybe Kerr actually doesn't want to leave now, because now he wants to be with Aurelie. That's definitely it. The blade sliced through the air, and I paused momentarily to look at Ilmari. Ilmari, do you think Kerr is hiding something? Possibly. And you're not in the least a bit interested in knowing? He closed his book and sighed. I'm sure, blah, I hate these words. I'm sure he has his reasons. He's gruff, but he's a good person deep down and straightforward. Does it bother you that much? I thumped my chest with a fist. Of course it does. A knight is honest and forthright, and I value those virtues. Oh yes, the virtues. You know, for someone highly interested in Heavenkind culture, you sure don't ask me a lot of questions about knights. Well, you're very passionate about the subject, and I wouldn't want to bother you too much. I sheathed my sword, my eyes filled with determination. But it wouldn't be a bother at all. I would love to tell you everything there is to know. His eyes perked up, and he quickly glanced down the tunnel. Ah, he's done. He should be here soon. Sure enough, Kerr re-emerged, proclaiming that the conversation with his master had ended on a high note. What did you tell him this time? Kerr smirked. About the time when you and Ilmari... What about me? You actually mentioned me? We both glanced at Ilmari in bafflement. He immediately piped down. Oh, sorry, I didn't think Kerr would ever bring me up. Why wouldn't I? We've been together so long and you're supervising me. Right. As we started to leave, Ilmari halted in his tracks and glanced back to where the altar was located. Is it something if you two go ahead without me? I wanted to examine the statue before, but I didn't want to interrupt Kerr. That's fine by me, Kerr. He gave a careless shrug, and Ilmari smiled gratefully. Thank you, I'll see you later. He vanished down the tunnel, and Kerr rubbed his chin in thought. Hey, Aura, do you think Ilmari isn't telling us something? I could feel my smile strain. What do you mean? Ilmari wouldn't hide things from us. You know how he is. I guess. I ushered Kerr towards the entrance and thrust some coins into his hands. I'll stay here. You go ahead and reward yourself with some apple tarts. That's enough for you to buy 5 of them. He jingled the money disappointed. Just 5. That's more than plenty. You shouldn't... Oh, I have to end the episode here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.